So it is Tuesday, May 13th, around 7:53 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I am sitting in my garage where I put my shoes on, get my lawn equipment out, and I'm watering the flowers so I can't go sit on my porch swing or I'll get wet. But anyways, hang on, I want to show you something. Look at that sun. Isn't that gorgeous? I always like the setting sun. I don't know why, because I come alive at night, I think. That's just how I'm wired. But, funny thing is, sunset, sunrise, they both look similar. I guess it's in your point of view. Anyways, this is my gratitude post for May 13th, 2025, Tuesday. And I'm going to tell you about something that happened to me because I had an experience tonight that took me back to it. And it's one of those, other than my sobriety date, July 5th, 1986, this night was one of my Damascus Road experiences, what I call Damascus Road, like when Paul got struck blind, or Saul, or whoever he was in the Bible, which is really not about the Bible. I mean, if you believe it, you believe it, and you understand. If you don't, it's fine. But one night, I was in probably 91, so figure out the math. I was born in 1962. So I think I was in my 30s. Anyways, one night I woke up late at night and I was in a lot of pain and I was very sick and I was running a high fever, and I somehow made it to the couch and laid down, and I kept yelling for my then husband, who is now an ex-husband, and my kids to come help me, and nobody came. And I laid there. I was just so god-awfully sick, and I could not get up, and I was scared, and I really believed I was going to die. And I saw, it was weird. I stood outside my body and I saw my spirit go to, I guess, what you could call heaven or to the gates or something. For me, it was just an absolutely indescribable, gorgeously beautiful white light. But it was white, but it was all the colors and everything. It was just, I don't even know how to describe it today. And I just laid there and I said, God, please help me. And I said, if it's my time, I'll go. It's okay. I'll go. And I was laying there watching myself, and my higher power, who I happen to call Jesus, among other names. So my higher power, Jesus, came to me, and I saw my body laying there on the couch, and I was saying to him, it's okay, I can go home. And I saw the white light in my body at the same time. And I said, it's okay, I can go home. But I had in the back of my mind, what about my kids? And I was standing at the light and I heard God's voice, and it wasn't like a voice, it was like a thought, but not a thought. It was like spoken into my spirit. It's not time for you to go home yet. You have more work to do. And I said, yeah, I know, I gotta raise my kids. And he said, that, but you have more work to do. And I'm like, okay. And I'm watching myself lay there on the couch, and my body's just a mess. And I watched the Lord, Jesus, stand over me, and he touched me on my head, and this beautiful, gorgeous, bright, golden, holy, sacred light flowed through me. And it just like enveloped every part of my body and came out my toes. And he just kept saying, Andrea, receive my healing. Receive my healing. And everywhere he touched this golden light, and he touched me all the way down my body. And thinking back on it, how I remember it and what I understand now, it could have been every chakra, if you believe in that. But he healed me. And I went to sleep. I went back into my body and I went to sleep. And I went to sleep and I went back into my body. And I slept like I had never slept before. And I woke up the next day and I was completely well. And I went to a counseling session, a group therapy session, and the lady that was my counselor was a nun. And she picked up on, I just felt like I was weird all day. And she asked me what happened to me because you're glowing. And I explained it to her. And I was afraid everybody would think I was crazy. But I wasn't. And so I was thinking about gratitude tonight and what I experienced this evening in a workshop. I am so grateful that God let me live. Even though my journey has not been perfect, and there's been failures and stupid choices and grief, losses along the way, I would have missed out on such a beautiful life. I really do believe that our lives and everything we go through are woven together with a beautiful golden light that is like the thread that pulls it all together into a beautiful picture. So, anyways, I've had to restart this 3 times and I'll splice it together, so I guess God wanted me to share it because I kept getting interrupted. And I believe sometimes when you have something to share that's important, you get distractions. So if it seems a little choppy, I apologize. But I know that my life is beautiful, even though sometimes it feels crazy. Sometimes the grief gets to me. Sometimes things don't work out. But I'm so grateful God let me live. Good night, everyone. Love you.